The young people in the film you're about to watch were much the same as you and me. They listened to music, went to the movies, and played sports. They sneaked around behind their parents' backs and dreamed about learning to drive and go to college. But when the Nazis took power in Europe, their lives changed. When things got rough, each of them kept a diary. Today, 60 years later, through their words, we can see what they saw and feel what they felt. Their diaries tell a powerful, difficult story. So watch only if you really want to know what happened.
April 20th. Today's that asshole Hitler's birthday.
Saturday, March 7th. When I look at the barbed wire that separates us from the rest of the world, my soul longs for freedom.
June 11th. I go on dreaming about survival and about getting fame in order to tell the world.
During the Holocaust, teenagers all over Europe recorded their experiences in diaries and journals. The most well-known was Anne Frank, who wrote her diary while hiding from the Nazis. But she wasn't the only one. After the war, other diaries written by young people were found in abandoned hiding places, in the rubble of the concentration camps, and in the safekeeping of trusted friends. The diaries bear witness to an uncommon courage and determination. These young writers refused to quietly disappear. Despite overwhelming obstacles, they made a mark on the world and left a record of their lives during the darkest of times.
August 27th, 1942. This diary is written from my parents, in the hopes that it will reach them both. August 29th. The mailman was here. I run to ask if there is something for me. Praise the Lord, a postcard from you telling me that you are together at Vernet. I hope that you will be released.
Peter Feigl, an Austrian Jewish teenager, was also separated from his parents during the Holocaust. Hoping to protect Peter from the Nazis' anti-Jewish policies, his parents had him baptized as a Catholic when he was 8 years old. But in the eyes of the Nazis, Peter was still Jewish. The family fled to France when Peter was 11. He was sent into hiding at a Catholic summer camp just before his parents were arrested and taken to a French internment camp. He received a few postcards from his parents before their letters came to a sudden halt.
August 28th. I went to communion and I prayed for you, my loved ones. Saturday, September 12th. I have written you a card every other day just as you asked. Tonight I cried. Who knows where you were taken to? October 19th. No letter. Nothing from you. Wednesday, November 25th. It will soon be Christmas. Who knows whether we will ever meet again?
Peter managed to evade deportation for almost 2 years. He was aided by Christian organizations that defied Nazi law in order to protect Jewish children. In May 1944, he and a group of young people attempted to escape on foot from France into Switzerland.
Monday, May 22nd, 1944. At 12 p.m., I jump off the running train. The guides tell us to hide in a grass field. Cops go by. At 1 p.m., we are marching along a road. There's a young kid who's screaming, and the guides are furious. We go through the woods. We see the border. No Krauts, no French. We lie flat on the ground. It rained, and we're soaking wet. The signal for us. On the run, we get near to the barbed wires. We throw our backpacks over the fence, and we cross. That night, I sleep soundly in a free country.
November 10th, 1942. Father has obtained a new position in the ghetto. He's become the conductor of the Jewish policemen's chorus now being formed. Sounds like a bad dream. The Jews in the ghetto, people condemned to death, future daisy pushers, these are the ones who are to create a chorus in the ghetto. Why? To amuse the embittered public? For whom? For the Germans?
During the summer of 1941, Ilya Gerber and his family were forced into the Kovno ghetto in Lithuania, together with 30,000 other Jews. Ilya's father was a respected music teacher and conductor. He was friendly with powerful people inside the ghetto who could make life a little easier for the family. Still, Ilya's account of his years inside the sealed ghetto walls is grim.
It became known that bringing food into the ghetto is permitted only until the 26th of this month. After the 26th, you will not be able to carry into the ghetto even 1 gram of food. What has been taking place in the ghetto in the past few days is hard to describe. People struggled and fought at the ghetto gate. Everyone wanted to slip a food parcel in order not to starve, to be able to provide for later, for hard times. And yesterday was the same, only worse. The shoving was horrendous. The last day of being able to bring anything home for the family turned everyone into an animal. November 15th. An assassination was attempted against a ghetto commandant. A certain watchmaker named Mek tried to crawl through the fence with a package. The commandant noticed Mek and wanted to detain him. Mek shot at him but missed. We all wondered, a Jew should have a weapon on him? November 18th. Mek will be hanged today. There arrived many big shots in taxis, on horseback, on motorcycles, and on foot. They came with one object: to see the Jew hanging. December 20th, 1942. Despite the fact that spirits in the ghetto are not very high, the musical circles are working at 120%. They arrange concerts. Even the German commandant came together with the Lithuanian one. They liked the concert a lot and applauded a great deal.
Monday, March 16th. Hundreds of Jews may die for one word the Germans don't like. Our life is so tragic, so degraded. They treat us worse than pigs. I have to restrain myself in order not to shout some insults. You have to be quiet, although your heart is breaking.
The ghetto in Lodz, Poland was sealed in May 1940, completely segregating the Jews from the surrounding non-Jewish population. For this reason, it was almost impossible to smuggle food, supplies, and medicine into the ghetto. Living only on meager food rations supplied by the Germans, Jews in the Lodz ghetto suffered terribly from hunger, starvation, and death due to malnutrition. A teenage girl recorded her daily anguish in her diary. She did not sign her name, so her identity remains unknown to this day.
People are in a state of panic, and this hunger, a struggle against death from starvation. Life is terrible. Living conditions are abominable, and there's no food. Friday, February 24th, 1942. Today, I got 1 kilogram of parsley. My brother, father, and I ate it raw. Sunday, March 8th. My father gets some soup because he works for the ghetto. I didn't eat anything before 3 o'clock. When my father came from work, he brought me some soup. I was in 7th heaven. My brother was so upset he cried like a baby. Monday, March 9th. The starvation is impossible. It gives me a headache I can hardly see. The emptiness haunts the apartment. There isn't even a single crumb there. Tuesday, March 10th. In the morning, I want my father to leave as soon as possible. Then I jump from the bed and consume all the bread my mom has left for me the entire day. My God, what has happened to me? I don't know how to restrain myself. Then I starve all day. Wednesday, March 11th. Today I had a fight with my father. It happened because yesterday I weighed 20 decagrams of noodles and then sneaked a spoonful. When my father came back, he immediately noticed that some noodles were missing. My father started yelling at me, and he was right. I became very upset and cursed my father. What have I done? I regret it so much, but it can't be undone. My father is not going to forgive me. We would be a happy family if I didn't fight with everybody. All of the fights are started by me. I would like to be different, but I don't have a strong enough will. There's nobody I could talk to. God, show me what is right. Friday, March 13th. My father told me to come to his workshop and get some soup. After all, a father is always a father.